Greetings, fellow Empyreans. I'm Ashrothi, and my camera's not set right. Gosh darn it. You can see behind the screen. Whatever, you're just going to have to see some of my wooden floor. Today, I think, well, this is actually the behind-the-scenes portion. I'm going to be doing, like, a episode today, because boy, do we have things to discuss. I'm just live for a little bit, or I just went live to discuss, like, kind of what we're doing today. Get things started. Oh, I can hear the new audio. That's all right. I heard that kick in. Anywho, so we are going to go to a different scene for most of today's discussion. We're actually going to go to this one, because we have things to discuss. Things to discuss. So we're gonna go. I have tabs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have tabs open. We'll be discussing things, stuff and things.
Warp drive active.
Even the drones have them. Nice, I guess. The new I don't understand. That comment doesn't make any sense at all. So one of the things, just to get this out of the way, one of the things that blows my mind is people's response to, like, not having, like, some people are responding that CCP's acting as if 3 new exploration sites are the end of prosperity. But if you actually read the thing, like, we're going to get a lot more stuff. We're going to get a lot more information. The other thing is that, like, some people are saying, oh, this is just an announcement for an announcement. Okay, we've been having quadrants now for almost 2 years, guys. This is literally the 7th, or this is the 8th quadrant now. Like, we know how these work now. Wait, actually, maybe, is it now 3 years? Either way, my point is that this is how quadrants work. At the very beginning of the quadrant, they give you kind of a broad overview of what's going to happen, and then each individual piece of the quadrant's information comes out. So right now we got a broad idea of what this quadrant's going to be. It talks about some of the stuff that's coming out this month, some of the stuff that's coming out next month. Then, as they said, we're going to get a dev blog this Friday that's going to go more into detail about what we're going to get this month. And then I assume, probably, as we get closer to next month, we might just get the dev blog for that too. More stuff means poverty. I'm going to have to ask you to elaborate that one. Unleash the possum. Yes. He's actually, oh my gosh, I think he might be protesting. He's napping in the other chair right now. That's fine. Okay. So what are we going to do? We're going to talk about all these sorts of things. I need to, now that I'm at where I'm going, hold on. So the other half of what's happening is, once we're done talking about all of the things that were announced today and all of the things that those things bring up, assuming that we still have time today, I want to go into Pochven and try one of these rogue drone sites out, or, you know, get blown up. One of the two. So that's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to jump out of this clone, go to a CPU clone, which is, for me, that's the equivalent of a blank clone. You get those with LP. Yes? Hold up. Yeah, I'm in current station. Okay, good. I hate everything about clone jumping, like, oozes like you're going to make a mistake of some kind. Anywho, this actually, let's see if this Astero would work. My point is that we're going to go into Pochven and try to run one of the road drone sites. More availability, lower prices, less profit for the same amount of work. You know, I feel like I've been arguing that about scarcity and its value towards the actual resource extractors like all year. So it's funny that it comes up now. So here's the thing, though. Here's the real problem, honestly. When it comes to the capital parts, one of the key problems that have happened with the capital parts is that the bottlenecks are so extreme right now that it makes other pieces devalued. And so it could be possible that their ability to seed in things that are like less, like if this could actually help normalize the prices. I'm not sure if I'm 100% a buy-in on that one. We'll talk about that more when we get to that part in the show. It is something I do want to discuss because it's something I care a lot about, and it's been making me, I've been thinking a lot about it. Cap parts drop from the Explo sites, but can a co-ops even carry these parts in the cargo? That was one of the questions that I had. The part that they grabbed, it looks like it's one of the new pieces, which are not as big. So we'll talk about that. I watched Urschlag's video. Let me go check one more time because I tweeted Urschlag. Oh, yes, please. Hold on. Yes. Okay, so Urschlag put out a video this morning. We will watch it as part of our preparation. So let's just wait till we get to there to do that. Sorry, I've been kind of humming and hawing because I tweeted Urschlag for permission to use it, and I was afraid that he had gone to bed, but I was trying to give him an opportunity to give a chance to check it out. But either way, okay, so anything else before we just jump into this for real? With all this new Jita tax hikes, hopefully Concord can afford some basilisks to rep ganked freighters. That's actually an interesting idea. To have Concord show up with logistics to rep the ganked target. My only concern with that is somehow if you built a mechanic that let that happen, the ganker's figuring out how to turn it against itself, right? Like start ganking one of their own ships first, so that way Concord starts repping one of their own ships and then they gank you or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's something that would be cool, but I don't know if it'd be something that you could implement in like a realistic way. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this. That's enough of that. Oh, should we do a skin giveaway today since it is like an official show? I think we probably should. We're doing it's the Gila skin this month, right? You all want me to do a scope skin giveaway, I assume. Get rid of HiSec altogether. We're gonna have to deeply disagree on that one, Market. But I wouldn't mind debating that with you if you wanted to. All right, let me set up this giveaway. Hey, Tech Crisis. Tech Crisis is here, right? You won the last one. Did I ever get you that? Like, I literally just opened up the giveaway and saw that it was you, and I just wanted, okay, good. Okay, good. I thought so, but before I hit complete, it was just like, wait a minute, Tech Crisis is here. I'm just going to ask. All right. Very honest of you. All right, the giveaway is started. I plunder, I don't know, all kinds of things. I plundered the patch notes today, and you plundered my skin collection. Exclamation point, plunder for your chance to win a Scope Syndication skin. Gila teaches us the price drop. Hold on. He says the price drop that experienced by industrials can be offset by increasing money printing. I don't know if I agree with that at all. All very interesting things to go into, though. We'll talk about that when we go live, which we should be now that we're going live, whatever. So just so we know, the camera scene. I'll do chat. I'll put chat on the camera scene too. That way you guys can mess with me, I guess. Don't, please. But if you have questions or whatever. No. Wow. Sure, whatever. I don't want to mess with it any more than it is because that would just take more time. What's up, Northeast, Northwest? There's a bunch of other people too. How's it going, guys? Exclamation point plunder for your chance to win. I'm going to start up now and we'll start talking about this. I don't know why I'm being such a, I can't get started today. Greetings, fellow Empyreans. I am Ashtarothi, and this is the Eve Universe Show, and we are tackling the new dawn, Age of Prosperity, the fourth quadrant of 2021, the final quadrant, and the end of scarcity. We got a lot of information today, but at the same time, we didn't get enough information today. We'll talk about that and what that means for the future as we get to it. And we also need to go back and maybe put some things into context from some of these dev blogs. So there was a dev blog that was posted that is about the quadrant altogether. Then there is a second dev blog that was posted that is about the patch notes themselves. Sorry, not there was the second thing is the new patch notes themselves. And then there is, of course, all of the content which we will be looking at. So let's start with this news article, the New Dawn New Quadrant. EVE Online 4th Quadrant of 2021, New Dawn, begins today, including significant changes to mining and resources. As EVE moves towards a new age of prosperity, Capsuleers can look forward to brighter days ahead in New Eden. So we have been living through scarcity now for about a little over, what is it, 2 years now? God, why? What even happened? Why is there a fly in my house all of a sudden, right now, that decides to show up? That's perfect. Speaking of chaos, my co-pilot Possum is sleeping right now, so we'll hope that holds through. In the meantime, we have the end of scarcity. People have been asking for that. CCP promised it coming at the end of the year, and so that is what this is all about. Changes to mining, compression, and resources. The journey to strengthen the health and foundations of EVE's ecosystem began nearly 2 years ago. Yep. When 3 phases were laid out in the Ecosystem Outlook article: shortages, redistribution, and dynamic distribution. During this time, there have been significant updates to the distribution of resources in the universe and equally significant changes to how ships are manufactured. Come December, New Eden will move into the next phase of this original plan, as discussed back in 2020. So let's jump real quick into this dev blog, the original one, the EVE Online Ecosystem Outlook. I'm not going to read this one, obviously. This is the one that was from 2020. Actually, basically almost exactly a year ago. Abundance breeds complacency, and scarcity breeds war. This, of course, got memed pretty heavily. But let's look at this in the meantime, or from after a year, right? So they want to continually regulate the unique ecosystem of EVE Online in order to provide a fair and vibrant playground full of diverse and rewarding opportunities for all players. EVE Online players are deeply engaged in a universe full of non-repetitive activities with intuitive risk-reward ratios while not competing with cheaters. with goals of increased veteran engagement through nurturing conflict, improving economic health and opportunities through updates to resources and risk distribution, severely impact cheating through prevention, detection, and enforcement. So those are the goals for scarcity. Or at least the changes that they're, sorry, this is the goals for the entire ecosystem rebalance that they've been going through. Okay, so they targeted cheating, anti-abuse mechanics, including botting, 0.01 isking, and account hacking and safety, and real money trading. Those are the things that they noted. Now, people didn't notice this when this dev blog first came out, but it's a pretty good, or maybe this one came after the market changes. I actually think this came after the market changes, more to explain it, but I could be wrong. Either way, you can see that this is like, this goes straight into abusing mechanics, because it made it so that it was more about who can update the most more than who had the better position. Equality of opportunity. The balance between risk, effort, and reward in EVE Online is healthy. Wealth, power distribution, and inequality between individuals and groups. The rich get richer. There's a healthy turnover of wealth, power, and sovereign space territory in the game. They have a problem with the super capital umbrella. And there are good opportunities for new players to become successful in the game. So these are all things that they're trying to make more true, as it were, right? At the time, they gave themselves a C. They'd so far moved it from haven't moved the tables much besides cheating, because they had done a lot of work on targeting cheaters and other bad actors during scarcity and before. But they note that they haven't actually, up until this point, really improved the balance and progression of the economy and industry side of things. Remember, this is from a year ago. Then they say that they're going to go after they have hard counters and weaknesses, escalation paths, a bunch of details. We're going to get to, hold on. I guess this is already, scarcity has already been kind of a term or whatever, but then they describe resource redistribution. So this is what we're getting at towards now, right? So, oh, here we go. Shortage phase. The main goal of the shortage phase is to get the economy to the left side of the healthy state of the income line. So if this is where we're at, or if this is where we were at a year ago, their goal was not to bring us to here and then turn on the faucets. Their goal was to bring us to here and turn on the faucets. This is one of the reasons why it was so painful, right? Because it's like they needed to actually push it past to the unhealthy state, as it were, in the opposite direction, just a little bit, for two reasons. One, it gives them room to really incentivize the new stuff that they add back in and make that feel really valuable to bring it back into healthy state. But also, honestly, to know where those boundaries are. You know, this graph, there's no numbers on this graph. This is concept, right? Like, design doesn't come into reality until you actually start doing it. They had to see what it looks like in order to get it to, you know, to a point where it's like, okay, well, now it's time to get to the next thing. So here we are. Even though it is a moving target, see, there is confidence that the data and tools to evaluate the situation are in hand. Then, this is what we're entering into. In this phase, the location of healthy range limits will be declared, and then the necessary changes to place the income within the ranges will be made. As it is not a static state, there will be many moving parts and attributes to establish this range and relative contribution. And then the dynamic redistribution stage. So, where they put in all these different things. So, what they're kind of dancing around here, but to say it more clearly, when they put things back, they're going to put it back in a way that is far more dynamic. A good example is less asteroid belts, more asteroid anomalies, because asteroid anomalies are something that you can modify through spawn rates, spawn types, etc., whereas asteroid belts are far more static in nature. So you can make a dynamic system as long as you use anomalies, and you can play with the levers, you know, whatever. And so building the different variables, you know, just like the introduction of all these new parts in the industry changes. This gives them, not only does it adds more complexity to the system, which gives more niches for people to perform, but also gives CCP more levers to make, okay, well, now we can make capitals harder to build without necessarily making cruisers harder to build, for example. Okay, so let's hop back to to today. New Dawn will bring increased resources throughout the universe, extensive updates to mining, a comprehensive rebalancing of Eve's mining ships, an equally significant update to resource compression. So we already know some of these details. We don't really know that much about the mining ship rebalance, except for we've known it's been coming for quite a few months. But we do know that this resource compression is that they want us to be able to, or they've said that we're going to be able to compress moon goo, or like the ore mined from moon rocks, as well as gas, which are pretty big. The way that they say this is kind of interesting. One of the things that people have theorized is that maybe they'll give compression to the Orca, for example, but it's hard to tell, and we'll have to see where this is going. You'll be able to read up on all these exciting updates, as well as a peek at what the road to prosperity looks like in a detailed dev blog coming this Friday. So here we go. So this Friday, we will get way more information. I probably will not be able to go live to do this, but I'll try to do some sort of breakdown, or be on shows in order to break it down, or whatever. But there's going to be a lot of good information coming out this Friday about the new stuff. So new mining changes, potentially new resource opportunities, and I'm going to guess, because something they don't mention here, as I don't think, but it has been talked about before, is the second phase of the industry changes, which is supposed to be significantly kinder than the first phase of the industry changes, or at least make the first phase make more sense. So then they go into the content from that's out today, right? So now there's going to be 3 new exploration sites. Alongside these exciting changes to the Eve economy, you'll also be able to experience 4 new challenging exploration sites, all live today. I don't know if all 4 of them are live today, but we'll see. These are designed to reward the boldest capsuleers with capital and super capital construction components. This is kind of controversial, and it'll be interesting to see how this works. This makes it so that I don't know if these are going to be new parts that are now required that weren't required before, or if this is just a new way of getting parts that previously would only be received through manufacturing, right? In order for them to maybe alleviate one of those bottlenecks. The Aegis Capital ship security facility is scattered throughout LowSec and features a heavily guarded security vault ripe for ransacking. Covert ops pilots will find much to plunder here. So this is just a new hacking site, probably with a lot more. So this is actually what those SCC sites that we were running in order to get the ESS keys that were released this summer. This was that, you can think of that as a test for this, right? So this is a hacking version. This is a hacking version where you should be able to run it in a CovOps. But there's another one, which we'll get to, which is more of a combat site closer to the SEC. But this is probably more like a ghost site, or not a ghost site, but like a sleeper cache, in the fact that it's like there's obstacles to overcome. Disrupt the rogue drones as they tend their nursery in a Triglavian-held space by pillaging them as part of the Overmind Nursery Grove sites found throughout Pochven. Scan, salvage, and cloak your ships for this encounter. We are going to go try this out, and this is the one that Urschlag did in a video, which we will be watching. In the Aegis secure transfer facility found in LowSec and wormhole space, Edencom oversees logistics of capital and super capital production. Track down the transport ships ferrying VIPs in order to learn the location of the Edencom construction facility. Strategic cruisers fitted for scanning, combat, and hacking are recommended here. This is interesting. It's in wormhole space, super capital production, and so cap parts and super capital parts. Same questions as before. There's a transport that you have to hunt down, and then that gets you the location. So it's like an escalation of the construction facility, and it's designed around strategic cruisers. This sounds like some pretty cool content, honestly. We'll see. The Aegis Secure Capital Construction Fortress. Escalation sites is revealed to players who complete the Aegis Secure Transfer Facility site successfully and is fiercely defended. Bring significant firepower with your Marauders and Dreadnoughts to have any hope of looting this factory. I think this is still in low sec or in wormhole space, by the way, guys. But the difference is that unlike the SCC sites, these are escalations from here, so it'll be really hard for an enemy, and they'll at the very least have to probe you down. So it really looks like, and we'll talk about this when we get to the nursery groves, it looks like they are really took into consideration that these sites can be interfered with and what that looks like and how that, both how you can do that and how you can defend yourself against it. Yes, this goes to YouTube. To help you tackle these new sites in style, there will also be a 25% offer on select ship skins recommended for exploration sites. We'll check that out, including skins on popular T3 cruisers. Whatever. So this is going to be cool, depending on, again, what's inside, right? And then, of course, there's this picture, which is from, these are the new landmines, proximity mines. Cool. So FanFest returns, of course. I don't actually know why this is part of this announcement. This is not part of this quadrant. Alliance Tournaments continues. Cool. The Alliance Tournament has been amazing so far. Everybody, I've heard nothing but good feedback about it. It was really good. It continues, I believe, this weekend. Yep. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you can go back and watch the previous matches. I recommend it. But even if not, you can come back and watch the ones this weekend. They should be even better. And then we get some information about the Winter Nexus event, which is coming back. So the volatile ice storms are coming back, which this was actually really cool. So the way this works is that you can get these ice storm filaments pretty easily. And these will just teleport you to one of these volatile ice storms things. So you can be like, oh, I want to do a high sec. I want to go to high sec, or I want to go to null sec, or I want to go to low sec versions of these sites. It was pretty effective at getting people the content, and those areas ended up being pretty interesting, both in the low sec and in the high sec sites. This year, it says that, where does it say it? I thought somewhere it says that the volatile ice storms will move much like other volatile, like what's it called? Oh no, I guess they did move last year too, didn't they? They just stay within their own constraint. And don't think that it's 100% easy peasy get to high sec either, because usually, or at least last year, and I assume this year, one of the volatile ice storms will be in Solitude. So not all yeets to high sec will get you to contiguous high sec. Beware of that. And okay, so, and then the mysterious Yule clones will also make their return. Brought to life with additional animations. This is something we'll talk about when we look at the Hobo League stuff. There'll also be bonus daily login rewards. This is something that a lot of those like not cosmetic items, but like special edition items, those lore items that are in the game. This is, Christmas giveaways are where they come from. So hopefully we'll have a whole new set of items to check out and try to figure out what they're all references to. They also confirmed that there's going to be combat sites, hacking sites, mining sites, just like before. Unlock new festive ship skins, rarefaction modules, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Also, we're getting that Year and Eve video again. That's pretty cool. There's some more sales coming. Fine, whatever. Then there's a new Eve universe coming. They're replacing the fiction portal with this new portal called the Eve universe. Hopefully they're going to take this a lot more serious than the previous one. It really seems like that is possible. We'll see. It made it into the news. That's a good step. What are the Yule clones? We'll actually jump into that real quick. Maybe I'll do that in the after show, if you remind me. So the Yule clones, real short. The Yule clones are a reference to the Yule lads, which are Icelandic Christmas tradition. Okay, so I would like to point out that my show is the Eve Universe show, and it's focused a lot on the lore as well. So, tell you what, CCP, I won't file for copyright infringement if you don't. How about that? Can we just like work together on this one? I don't want to have to change my logo. I don't want to have to. No, I'm just kidding. No, this is great, man. I hope to see more about this. I really wish that we'd be able to see like at least a picture about it to tease it. I don't think that the feedback. Yeah, this is just the feedback for the entire article, right? Or yep. So I don't see anything per se about the new portal. So that's too bad. All right. So that's the dev blog. Let's move on. Jumping to the patch notes. This is about what happened today. We now have the new engine audio, which is pretty cool. This is, it makes the engines more dynamic. There's a more kick. You can hear the afterburners and micro warp drives kick on and off. It's pretty cool. Modified render. This is just making sure things don't like glitch out and look pretty. The 2 new exploration sites with 2 more coming soon. So yeah, not all 4 of them are open live right now. So the 2, I'm assuming that the one with the escalation. So, do we not? Oh yeah. So there's the Aegis capital ship secure facilities, which are in low security space. Hold on. Let's look at what it said about that. Capital security facility. Covert ops. So yeah, so both of the covert ops sites were released today, not the T3 cruiser or its escalation site. You can get electroneural signalers, counter subversion sensor arrays, nanoscale filter plates, nanoregulation gate, metamolecular combiner, and enhanced electroneural signaler. So these are not capital construction parts in the way that you think about capital construction parts. These are the new capital construction parts that are made from like PI and moon goo and all that, and the reactions and all that kind of stuff. This is one of the things to note is that this does not include one of the most expensive pieces out of all of this, which is the capital core temperature regulator. So this is just a good valve and makes sure that the main focus of the price is on the capital core temperature regulator, and that these secondary markets are kind of supplied by local production as needed. But these also, the fact that it comes out of these sites will augment that, the availability of these resources. All right. So here's another big one. People have been complaining about the 15-minute timer for the ESS sites, and I called them whiny whiners, and they win. So the 15-minute timer has been removed and replaced by a standard weapons timer, which means now it's a 60-second timer, the same as if you went siege or you shot at a person. Actually, no, not even a shot at a person, because that'd be a PvP capsuleer combat timer. That'd be like if you burst, if you used burst armor links, or like, links. Anywho, added support for dragging and dropping ship fittings. I had heard that this is not working. We'll test that. Command links, thank you. Jeez. We'll test this. If this is true, this is the fucking missing link, right? Like, this is the missing link. You can build the entire fitting and then drop that in as 1 milestone, and then you can put 4 more milestones on it. Like, this makes the skill window go from passable to potentially not just workable, but good. I don't know. That might, we'll see if it works. Increase the quantity of rogue drone infestation data. And this has got to be just like, this is commodities. This is just tweaking things from the Dread sites. Okay, they changed the corporation recruitment features. One of the interesting things about this is that now you must flag yourself, basically PvE, PvP, trade and industry, or I thought there was one other, but so like you can't flag yourself as both PvP interests and PvE interests. Now you can have multiple ads, or you can change it between ads, but an individual ad must be targeted to one of these main categories. I think that's pretty cool, actually. It's an interesting way of doing it. We'll see how well that affects anything. Added the ability to sort and filter the content in the redeeming queue. This allows you to sort it by what's about to expire. Yes, thank you. Added more help pointers. Sure, cool. Defect fixes. Fixes. I don't see anything jumping out at me for me to read them all. Looks like there's just a lot of little tiny fixes here and there, which is nice. Make no mistake. This quadrant is basically an expansion level event. We'll see how big it is, but okay. So that's the patch notes. Moving right along. On Hoboleaks. Oops. We just want to look real quick. We're going to look at the previous Tranquility build to this Tranquility build. So the build that was done, the patch that was done yesterday or today. The previous change was 6 days ago. So this is everything that got changed today. We only see a lot of the stuff that we saw in a previous episode. We went over all this stuff in the last time that we looked at Hoboleaks. So you can look at it there. We now, of course, know more information about this. Here is the Aegis barge that you have to hunt down in order to find the site. Here's the key. We'll see more about that when we actually start running those sites. These skins are now in the game, although I don't know how or if you can get them. They made all of the hacking cans now a 5-tier difficulty or a 4-tier difficulty in these sites. That's pretty difficult for the record. Some of these are, by the way, like the shield emitter, which is kind of interesting. And then this is a lot of there's a lot of new descriptions. This is all stuff that we've all been over, I believe. All right, so the Overmind Nursery Nest. Actually, let's jump into. Let's go look at the forums. Or there's one other thing I wanted to go over. There's a Building Better Capsuleers, exciting improvements for new recruits, which came out 2-3 days ago that I missed. So I just wanted to look at that as well. The Gateway Quadrant comes to an end this November, and we're happy to bring you a summary of what's accomplished in the areas of new player experience in EVE Online, as well as some details of what's to come in the future. The RMPE has brought a powerful first adventure to new players with 30% increase in average length of players' first session in EVE Online. Awesome. And a massive uptick in MPE completion rates. Great. Partially because it's really short now. Since its release, the RMPE has seen a number of fixes and some polish, and in November, we will be introducing an animate. Wait. Is this 20? What year is it? Am I having a totally bad shit moment? Okay, no. What year is it? I had a legitimate what year is it moment. New animated aura Vesper Balin for an even more engaging experience. Okay. Either way, work is underway to introduce a mining mission for the first half of 2022, introducing players to fundamental cycles of EVE economy. That's pretty cool. Continue building on the narrative experience with the MPE. So yeah, this just confirms that they're going to continue to build off of this core concept and build out better PvE experiences in order to engage and educate new players. Great. Introduction of skill plans in the November release. Look forward to being able to drag ship fittings into a skill plan. Great. Corporation skill plans are coming to players in December. Great. Along with new skill plan manager role that enables corporations to create, save, and share specialized plans with their members, providing strong foundation and framework. Great. Opportunities and Corp Finder updates. Cool. In November, another testing phase will begin building data for purposes of bringing players individually personalized content recommendations based on their activities. Sweet. New landmark-based opportunities are also on their way. Awesome. Like actual achievements. Great. Giving players opportunities to travel and visit to various interesting locations in New Eden and become better immersed in the world of Eve. Additionally, look forward to various Corporation Finder improvements in November, with updates to some filters and functions and more specific corporation ads. Great. We already looked at that. Thus far, the Eve Academy page. So they're going to revamping the Eve Academy page. 90% of respondents reporting that the page has helped them find their path. Their path. Eve Academy is awesome. Since its release, they've introduced new videos. They've introduced the concept of air, etc. So they need to revamp the Academy to update it with the new information. And they're working on it. Cool. Let's see. Is there... No, this is the general feedback. Known issues. So in known issues, voiceover audio from animated conversations will overlap, whatever. Changing ship skins while warping will restart the warp sound effect. During certain situations, such as large fleets, audio can get stuck for the users. That sounds very similar to what I experienced during the mass test. NPCs in Abyssal Dead Space that are intended to be partially damaged are currently spawning with fully charged shields. I would not recommend trying out the Abyss right now. Oh my God. Like, that should be like a splash screen when you come out. This can't... what? Hold up. This can't be like just an embedded thing. Like that's the definition of burying the lead there. Hold on. Let me post this a couple places. Then we can jump right back into it. Wow. 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 All right. Hold on. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, sorry. This is kind of important. This is important for all Abyss runners. Do not run Abyss until this is fixed. Crazy eye face. All right. Moving right along. Missing by orders NPC stations for Aegis databases. Cool. Aegis databases are incorrect. Cool. And so the fact that 2 of the 4 sites are unavailable is a known issue. Cool. All right. Anything else? We also got some feedback from apparently my post on the Crimson Harvest did become the point to talk about. I do want to make a video that kind of goes over my thoughts about the Crimson Harvest. It was pretty good. There was definitely some issues with it. I find it always frustrating to see things like this, that given the fact that there were very much people with a single praxis that found themselves successful in these event sites. So whatever. Either way, let's see. Is there anything else to look at first? Okay, so now we're going to watch Urschlog's video about the Overmind Nursery Grove. Then we're going to talk a little bit about what's inside, or we might pause it a few times and look at some of the things that he's looking at in more details. And then we will go attempt to do it ourselves. So here we go. Thanks again to Urschlag for letting me play this.
Hello everybody, and welcome to a quick video in regards to New Dawn, Age of Prosperity, the new quadrant in EVE Online, which launched today. There are 4 new exploration sites, some in low sec, some in normal space, and we got some in Pochven as well, which is...
That's actually something I forgot to mention before, which is that those sites in Pochven are the first exploration sites in Pochven. This is something I've specifically asked for before. I'm not saying that that's the reason why they did it. It just makes sense. But I'm very thankful that they did. And they are particularly interesting to me. There's a lot going on, which is one of the reasons why I want to watch this and then break some of it down and then go and look for ourselves. So here we go.
Is also the content of this video. We will look into the Pochven site on how to run it. So let's dive right into it.
If only I could have Urschlag's voice.
Currently, the sites can be accessed through celestial beacons. That's the name of these beacons. I guess eventually they will be called Overmind Nursery Growth. We'll see how that goes. Keep in mind it's Pochven, so stay safe. It's like...
There's another thing that I don't think we talk about, or he doesn't really bring up, but this is another piece of news, and we're going to have to keep an eye on this. If you notice, there are 3 charms down there. This charm, if I know my stuff correctly, this means that there's an invasion or incursion, Sancha incursion going on. This is something I had heard was happening and the idea of a Sancha incursion happening in Pochven, I think, may be significant, even if it was an accident. So that is a whole nother thing to pay attention to. Yeah, I'm getting, yep, it's, oh, you do have them in, so this isn't the first time. Is this the first time? Is this the first invasion or incursion into Pochven by Sancha? And is it the entire Kryvelis? This is the first time, and it is Kryvelis that's under attack. That is notable in and of itself, but let's keep this one step at a time.
Wormhole space with gates. On warp to the beacon, you will be faced with an acceleration gate. Nothing else here other than some visuals. So let's jump in. In the first room, you will see a lot of salvaging drones, which are not aggressive. They will not shoot you. Even if you shoot them, they do not shoot back. They seem to be collecting or salvaging from these wrecks and move all the salvage to that big structure.
It looks like they're building the big structure.
We
That's a
actually
Zernitra?
cleared a whole site of all these salvaging drones. They do not drop anything. They leave behind salvageable wrecks though, which provide Tech 1 salvage. Nothing else.
So it looks like they're trying to construct a new hive. But again, this is one of those things. I want to start looking around at all these different things in here to see if there's any more information. Also, remember, this is Pochven, so
stage,
this is a very
the situation.
That room almost functions like a checkpoint. So that way, somebody who's coming in hunting you, you get a little bit of warning before they can get on top of you. It makes it so that you can't get in through a cloak. It almost functions like the gate in, actually it does function like the gate in faction warfare systems. And that does lend the inside a little bit of a air of safety. Now they could always wait on the inside, but we'll talk about why that's a problem in a second.
Is a tad different. There are spawning a couple of groups of rogue drones. They will shoot you. They do omni damage. You do not want to get hit by them unless you can tank about 400 EHP across all resistances. What you're really required to do in this side is find a structure that is called the Overmind Nursery Nest. As soon as you know where that is, you should burn there, kill it as fast as possible, and then the rats will just warp off and not bother you anymore. I chose to
the nest is like the
kite
brain.
this here, just to see how the site can be played in, well, another fashion. The rats run around 1,400 meters per second and have a shit inertia, so they are not very fast at changing direction. Let's watch the spiraling in on the Overmind.
So we're going to look real quick at, here's the brood guard. So this is the, gosh darn it. These are the guys that are defending that room. You can see that, first of all, they can only lock one target at a time, I believe, because this maximum lock targets is cut in half by it being in Pochven. It does omni damage. Where is it? It has an accuracy fall off of 7.5k. Sorry, an optimal of 15k and a fall off of 7.5k. So it should be able to shoot to about 20 to 25k. Anything past that, you should be perfectly fine away from them when kiting them. They have not a lot of hit points. And there's no entity faction loss, which means that there's no entity faction gain and there's no bounty, which means you get no reward. You can't gain Pochven standing or, you know, trig standings or anything else by killing this guy. And I believe also the Overmind Nursery Nest, likewise, I don't think it has a standings associated with it.
Oh, nests there.
So he's basically kiting around the sides, which is fine. Good idea. He needs to leave them behind and yet get close enough to the nursery nest to let his drone kill it. He is in a Helios, right? That's the T2. I believe. I think he is, because he's wearing he's using Kovop's cloak, so he must be.
The ship I chose to run here is the Helios.
There you go.
Mainly because it allows you to have a drone, which you could just drop near the nursery and have it attack the nursery while you still run around and kite the little rats.
Couldn't you use a Jackdaw to range snipe the structure? Yes, but you might not want to. I mean, like, the whole point is that yeah, you probably could, but it's doable in a Kovop ship. Also, Kovop's ships.
Light drone has been launched, and I'm killing that Overmind nursery nest. Now, the moment the nest dies, the rats will stop aggressing and warp off eventually. And there the nest is gone. There will be no drop, but a wreck, which upon salvaging will give you some capital construction component.
So, fun fact, the Tech 2 Covert Ops does not have the salvaging bonus that the Tech 1 exploration ship has. So I would actually argue that the best ships to run these sites is technically a Tech 1 exploration frigate. Okay. Cool. Also, the nursery nest wreck has its own thing. It's a salvageable nursery nest. It has its own description. So let's look really quick at well, actually, let's finish the video.
We have run 5 sites so far, and it was always the same item that dropped. It was about 17 million worth estimate. Maybe there are different items. Maybe there can be multiple items in the salvaging. It is not yet clear. If you have more information on that or additional perks or quirks the site presents, feel free to mention that in the comments.
All right. Cool. So, and then real quickly, there's descriptions of all these guys. This rogue drone is responding to a threat to the drone nurseries. This drone is a deadly threat to any intruders careless enough to arouse it. Independent rogue drone swarms have been detected in Triglavian space, showing no fear or favor to the Triglavian collective, Edencom, or any other parties that they encounter. These rogue drone swarms include a large number of advanced types and even so-called overmind classes of rogue drones. A distinct social hierarchy is not unusual in rogue drone hives and swarms, but the unshackled overminds appear to be developed a very sophisticated variant. Concord theorists from the Directive Omega 1.5 section have speculated that exposure to Triglavian information warfare and subsequent adaptation to it has resulted in accelerated evolution within these rogue drone swarms. That's concerning. I read an article about them rebalancing Galente ships and rail turrets. Do you know if they did? Not anytime within the last several months or, whatever. Okay, and the Overmind. This writhing hive of activity is a primary nursery nest of the unshackled Overmind rogue drones. A vast number of drones were working inside of this nest, and many foragers are transporting salvaged materials to feed the nest's malfunctioning manufacturing lines and assembly cells. The unshackled Overminds have many times demonstrated a talent for advancing adaptation, repurposing, and enhancing of technologies they acquire. It is possible that some very advanced technology could be recovered from this nest, as the rogue drone often imitate the activity of humanity in a very distorted manner. It is even possible that they have developed versions of the most advanced technology available to human civilization, i.e. capital parts. It may be wise to carefully purge such tech of rogue drone routines and ancillary technology, though. And then the salvageable wreck just says, the remains of a destroyed Overmind nursery nest, perhaps with the proper equipment, something of value can be salvaged from it. All right. That is, I believe, all I have to talk about when it comes to what we know from today. So let's go ahead and make a little stream tag thing. Hey, all right. Let's enter into phase 2 of this discussion. I'm shocked that I'm really surprised about the Abyssal thing. I would assume that would be much bigger news. I don't know. Hold on. Let me actually post this on Reddit too. Even though they're kind of nerds, but no, I'm going to post it on Reddit and just in case they don't have it yet, because I certainly don't want them to just start talking about it on Reddit without actually getting the announcement first and foremost. So, Now, I'm just scrolling through really quick to make sure no one is already chatting about it. There's a lot of people mad about the parts thing. We'll have to see how big of an impact that is, but they can always change that kind of. I don't think it's posted yet, so let's go ahead and post it. Great post. Link. Sorry, chat. I will catch up with chat as soon as I am done sorting out what I'm doing here. Hold on. Known issues. PSA. News? Sure. Apply. Post. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and catch up with chat. What's going on? Mining barge changes. Yeah, no, there's chances are they've already said that they want to look at the mining barges and how they relate to each other. I do expect the Orca to get some pretty significant changes. I actually expect the Orca to potentially drop in price. In my opinion, their demand is overinflated right now because they crowd out the space for mining, right? Like if they remove if they focus on making other ships the primary miners and not the Orca, then Orca becomes more of a support boost ship like it was supposed to be. That's going to, by definition, reduce the demand of the Orca. Seems like a weird implementation with no scanning required and basically first come first 17 million. Wait, the sites in Pochven don't require scanning? Wait, is that true? They appear to be a beacon in space. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that is a bit odd. That is a bit odd. What? Why would they say that you want... Hold on. No, because that can't be right. That has to be a bug, right? Because look. Hold up. We're going to go check this out. Are we 100% sure that it's... because look at this. It says right here. Disrupt the rogue drones as they tend their nurseries in Triglavian-held space by pillaging them as part of the overmined nursery grow sites found throughout Pochven. Scan, salvage, and cloak your ships for this encounter. Yeah, I think... Well, he said a beacon. I mean, like, when you scan something down, it can still be a beacon. If it's just from the video, then I think that it's still a beacon. I believe, right? You saw it live. We'll be in there. We'll go in there and find out. No scanning. What? All right. Hold on. My coffee's gone. All right, cool. I'm going to go look at... Let's look at the known issues. Let's see if that is a known issue. Hold on. Did I see the tornado warning? I'm so confused. Hold on. You scan them. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe if the beacon is activated, we're going to go check things out, see what we can see. Right. The cloak is not required at all. In theory, that's more for your own danger. I'm concerned because it feels like that might just be like a switch that needs to be flipped, right? So the Pochven sites are described in the dev blog. It's the dev blog. Dev blog as requiring scanning, but the sites themselves reportedly do not. I am going to try to test this for myself, but would like clarification. Sweet. It might, I mean, yes, it could be that like once it gets warped to, it's active. But you would think that he wouldn't run into that many. We'll see. This is not going to work. I think we're just, do we really want to go with a magnate? Let's go to Jita. By the way, if anybody said anything earlier, I can't go back through all of the chat. So if something happened while I was doing the main show, please repeat yourself now. Pardon the ignorance, been a long time. Why dual prop on that ship? Oh, this thing? Well, this is just one of my like one of my little fun things. So like one of my questions is what else am I going to do with these mid slots? And the other half is that this is designed to get me to move fast. And this is designed such that even if worst case scenario happens and I get scrammed, I can still burn off fast. It's just, this is not like a common build. This is just this is a new configuration that I've been toying with. All right. So let's, I guess let's go ahead and grab a Corvette and head to Jita, right? Oh, let me go glance at that real quick. I don't think I have anything this far south. I think I'm okay. Thanks though. I haven't heard anything. And I want to believe that like Amazon Echo and my phone would both be like exploding at me if that was true. You don't always successfully salvage with just one cycle. Yes. Right. The bonus for the exploration salvager is only cycle time, but when it comes to things that are that difficult, you're probably going to need to cycle multiple times. So it just means faster than access. And then on top of that, my point was more that the covert ops covert ops ships don't technically have anything compelling that would make up for that lack of bonus in their case. The covert ops cloak almost doesn't really matter as much. And especially if your ship is so cheap that you don't care if you get blown up. Right? Oh, shoot. I remember what I was supposed to do. Never mind. Hold on. I need to at least grab some of the stuff that I was going to take to... yeah, and it's cheaper, too. Yeah, that's my point. Like, what is really more valuable in this at that point? A covert ops cloak? Or the fact that you could do it 11 times for the same amount of price of one of the other? In fact, I'm almost tempted to hop onto an alpha and try to do it.
Docking request accepted.
I don't know if my... Well, I think my exploration alpha's maxed for salvaging. Or for... Yeah. I think that the only problem that it alpha might have is the actual salvaging part. Did I... Oh, I didn't even bring the stuff that I would have needed to bring, I don't think. Oh, I definitely don't want to have all that stuff in a mollusk and just forget about it. Jesus Christ. Anywho, fuck it. We'll just go to Jita. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be eating into Pochven. A lot of people are going to be blowing up. Exactly. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the cloak itself is 5 times the ship value. It's true. Technically, like I said, the covert ops cloak may keep you alive. Oh, that is something I forgot to mention. So that final room, the thing about it is, like, yes, somebody could be lying in wait in the middle room, but you could actually covert ops cloak your way across that whole thing until you get to the gate and theoretically be okay. The inner room, because it's full of rats, they can't cloak in there very easily. So they might be able to covert ops cloak on their way in and then hold and hunt the inside. But I think that the point of the rogue drones in the third room, among other things, is to ensure that people can't actually cloak once they're inside the third room because they lock them. So they could finish the site, but at that point it's a more obvious trap if nothing else. Bubbles at the acceleration gate would be kind of funny, but obvious. You can't cloak in the second room at all. Yeah. You mean the third room? I can't remember. So is there's an outside room, and then the first room, the first inside room is the one with no threats, or is the outside room, is there just an outside and an inside? I didn't catch that part. An Artie Loki might be a good ganking ship. Yep. Honestly, given the fact of what your targets are going to be, a beam legion might be kind of nice too. But honestly, optimal is likely going to be a recon, right? Okay, so there's the entry room, the first room with the salvaging drones, and then the second room with nasty stuff. Yeah. Oh, let's check what's going on with the raffle too while we're traveling. If it's close enough, we can shut her down and run it. Oh, I guess we have an hour left. I've only been going an hour, apparently. we'll pull it.
Warp drive active.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. All right. I'm really interested in just doing it. Wait, let's start looking at a build. And honestly, I think that the correct answer is going to be a Tech 1 frigate.
Warp drive active.
So Magnate does have 3 highs. That's good. And 3 drones. That's good. Heron has 3 highs. Okay. And 3 drones. Cool. More mids. And then the Imicus has 4 drones. The 3 highs. I think the Imicus might be good, but let's see. Magnate versus Imicus. Wait. Okay, hold on. Compare. You can put multiple salvagers on. I agree. Please do visit Pochven, hang around, and jam Triglav Beats by the Sun. Yeah, I'm also going to set my home station to Jita because I am what you would consider a realist.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so did I just close my comparator? God damn it. Oh, this is in my way. Let me close it. All right, so Beyond Eve Universe, you can also look forward to new Eve lore-inspired series coming in December in partnership with some old friends. I didn't catch that. So, I wonder if that has anything to do with Clear Skies. A new lore series. Ooh. Old friends. Or maybe, I don't know, man. In partnership with some... okay, so let's rein this in a little bit. Okay, let's rein this in. The most realistic explanation of that statement or interpretation of that statement is that they're going to come out with a new comic book or book in partnership with Dark Horse Comics, because that's who they've worked with publishing previous Eve comics and such. So that's the pragmatic interpretation of that. Okay, so the Magnate has 1 more low, and the Amicus is 1 more mid. That makes sense.
Warp drive active.
Bro, where's my Netflix show? Well, that's the thing. Like, we don't have, unless as part of that, they also do something with Clear Skies 3, which, or 4, yeah, or whatever, which we know they're working on or something like that. That's the only other thing I can think of. But speaking of which, the goal is, I believe that I'm going to be interviewing Rick Javix live tomorrow. So I'll see whether or not I can pump him full of information about that. What is the Minotaur T1? Probe. So we're going to go with a magnate. Because that has the added advantage of being my favorite of the four.
Warp drive.
So we're going to need a micro warp drive, first and foremost. We'll just go with it. Let's go with the... Let's look into a restrained first and foremost. Yeah. What? Wait, hold on. I think restrained and tech 2 have the same bonus. Yeah. Okay. Now we need... I mean, I thought we would need a probe launcher. Let's assume that we need a probe launcher, even if it's just to probe our way out. And then salvagers. Okay. So then what do we need next?
Warp drive active.
Restraint is less signature radius bloom. That's true too. You're right. Restraint still has better signature radius bloom modifier than even T2. Doesn't get that good until you get to Republic Fleet. Yeah. Restrain means reduced penalties. And there's actually 2 penalties. Emmy Lightsaber, thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole, which is EVE Online. Also, once again, all of the people that followed earlier, welcome, welcome. If you guys have any questions, if you're trying out EVE for the first time, or you want to make a new character, make sure to always use a buddy code. You get 40 days of skills for free. That's each account you make.
Warp drive active.
All right. When these new sites say capital components dropped, are there specific ones or everything? Yeah, the specific ones are listed in the patch notes. Bite Marks, thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole, Jeep Online. It's the new parts that are manufactured as part of the new industry changes, but not like things like the capital core temperature regulator. The other new pieces. Stacker DK, thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole, Jeep Online. I have the most important question. What sexy skins do we have for the magnate? Yes. I mean, we could go with, do I have any? Like, whoa. I don't know when this came out. I don't know how I missed that one.
Warp drive active.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it being added. That is... They snuck this one past me. Huh. Check it out. All right, let's look at these. Oh, I thought that was like a hologram. That's actually just a paint job. That's pretty cool. Still. It looks all right. How do we get these? Hold on. Show info. These nanoconies have been developed by New Eden's Capsuleer Academies as a means of celebrating graduate Capsuleers aspiring to the career of an explorer. Explorers are the cartographers and archaeologists of New Eden. These adventurers delve deep into the search of hidden relic, data vaults, and pirate strongholds. With specialist probes, explorers can also discover... Yeah. Cool. And then, okay. So they have different skins for all the different stuff. So this is Enforcer. I think they added these a few months ago, but they've never... oh, they come from the packs. Interesting.
Warp drive active.
I don't actually like that one as much. Soldier? Spinnable. They really are playing up these 4 different things, aren't they? Industrialist. Once again, industrial skins are kind of meh overall. It's too bad. Wait a minute. It is kind of crazy that they give these skins to the new player. I'm going to call it here first, okay? I don't know if this is really true, but I'm going to say that this is evidence that as part of the mining ship rebalance, they're going to give alphas Tech 1 mining barges. I've been suspicious that that might be part of it. We'll see. I've said that they should a few times. I think that they should, but I feel like this being part of like the new thing, I don't know, man. Otherwise, it's just a really crap skin. Right. Don't give them like Tech 2. I think the big concern is actually more the strip miners, but I think that you'd be able to do that, especially with a pretty comprehensive mining rebalance. All right, let's go ahead and keep finishing this this fit. So what else do we want here? We need this is kind of a very unique situation, isn't it? So what do we want? I think we want a warp core stab, just in case drifters come after us. We want a sensor booster. So that way we can lock the target further. Oh, wait.
Docking permission requested.
A drone link augmenter would be high slot. Can't do that.
Docking request.
Mining rebalance just in time for Winter Nexus? I think so, man. Action everything so that you can make someone's day if you go boom. Maybe later. Alphas already have strip mining skills? Interesting. They just can't fit it onto anything. That's unfortunate if true. Okay, so we want a sensor booster. Right? Yeah, because I can only target 33 kilometers, right? So my drone control range is 60 kilometers. We're going to go into the, into Pochven. So let's see if there's, what do these rigs do? Increase a ship's chance of salvaging retrieval at the expense of maximum velocity. Cool. Let's stick with Tech 1, shall we? Only one drone though? This comes with 4. Sorry. I could actually go with 3. Wait. I'm having a moment of madness. How does 7.5 megabits per second work? I suddenly all of my knowledge of how this game works just fell out of my brain. Hold on. Hobgoblin. Okay. Yeah, what the fuck? Stab change. Got it. Fuck. All right, well. In that case, we just die to drifters then. That's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Whatever. This is Ash's first. Yeah, I'm a new bro. Tips welcome. Thanks, guys. Just trying out this new game I heard about, EVE Online. All right, so I guess in that case we're gonna go with like a nano, right? No, nano would be cargo. Overdrive injector. Overdrive injector is not great. What's my warp speed? Okay, so my alignment is 3.81. Let's see. Overdrive injector system. That didn't help. What is it? It's a iStab, inertial stabilizer. And a nano? Aren't capital? No, not these. Does this wait? I thought nanos decrease your oh, I guess that's just the rig. Cargo hold optimization. That's wait. Oh, hull strength. There we go. That's the drawback. That's fine. I don't need hull. What kind of things can I have in the lows? This is a bizarre fit, man. Warp core stab and mobile depot. Bit too much. DCU. On the one hand, you're right. On the other hand, if I'm taking any damage at all, I've already died. Maybe. Let's see. I mean, I could get all the way out to 69 kilometers. I have an idea. And then here we'll go with like a cap. Overdrive? I'm already going 3K. How is it 12 mil already? T2 modules, brah. You could fit it for under 2 mil, for sure. That's not exactly my point at the moment, but yeah. I'll do it with an alpha later. What did I just say? Ah, cat battery. That's right. It's right here. Do you ever T2 bra? Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah. Wait, I'm not sure what. Either way, go on. How much is a medium cap battery going to take to fit? Just wondering. Okay. The auxiliary. Nope, it's ancillary. Tumults, thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole, which is EVE Online. Ancillary current router. Not even pretending to help. Got it. Okay, well, booey. Cap recharger. 1 minute isn't great. Cap boosters will make me have to keep charges on me, and I hate that idea. Okay. Capacitor control circuits. Turn off the highs. Theoretically. Small capacitor. Hey, there we go. Perfect. What a shit show of a fit. It's not even below 2 seconds, though. God, I hate that fact. I really want this to be sub 2 second. Can I do it? I don't know, man. I don't think I get there without a rig. And I don't think I get a rig without giving up a salvage tackle. All right. We're going to go with a... we're going to go back to that. Signal lamp. Let's just go for it. It'll never go under 2 seconds. I want to say that the magnate can be made to go under 2 seconds. All right, we're going to jump into Christ Farog. How about salvage drones? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Exclamation point plunder for your chance to win. Last chance. Going to close it if it's not already closed. Here in a few seconds. Oh, I only have room for one? Hold on. I only need 3 of these hobgoblins, I think. Where did the other salvage drone go? What just happened to it? Oh, did it go to the other ship? Whoopsie. What was I in? I thought I was in a Corvette. You can't do that, can you? They do have a, oh my God. That is hilarious. There it is. All right, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Come on. All right, closing it up. We're going to pick a winner in 3, 2. Oh, Freedom Tower. Hold on. Did you just come in? God damn it. All right. Freedom Tower, get in right now. As soon as Freedom Tower's in, I will, I'm going to close it back up. Right now, Freedom. Come on. $30. There we go. All right. Woo! Close it. All right, picking a winner in 3, 2, 1. OG McFadden, you there? This has been a little while, so who knows? Maybe he's not here. Maybe he's not here. Maybe he's wandered off. We've been here for over an hour. He's got about 10 or 20 seconds to say something. OG McFadden. Is he here? I see him. All right, he's at least in chat. Oh, there he is. All right. I'm going to shoot you the code afterwards. If you haven't heard from me, go ahead and shoot me a DM in on Twitch. But I'll hit you up when I'm done with this stream. Wow, it is coming down outside. Wow. Okay, maybe that warning earlier was I should have taken a closer look at it. Yeah, it just started raining. Like it went from been a pretty okay day to I don't know if you can hear it, but it's coming down outside. Either way, no, it's just rain so far. Either way, should be fine. Who knows? If my stream drops, then we all know why. What is somebody renamed my ship earlier. So I need to name this ship it. Hold on. Edencom supporter, right. Thanks. Edencom supporter. There you go, tech. Enjoy. Sorry, I take it back. It's okay. Oh yeah. No, I've got way more drone room now. Now that I'm in the correct ship. Whatever. Hobgoblin. All right. Let's do this. Wait, did I grab the key? That doesn't sound like thunder. That sounds more like somebody crashing something. I don't know. What was I looking for? Well, first I need probes. I didn't even grab those. But I need the filament. And if you notice, I'm not taking an extraction filament, so I guess I'm just going to have to find my way out. Is that a good idea? That's a bad idea. Let's go ahead and get an extraction filament and some probes. We'll just do a Divana. That way I can drop in low sec. That'll be exciting at the very least. Won't get me back to Jita quickly though. So and then core. I can't not bring sister probes. Like, I can't not use sister probes.
Immortal.
The Wanted Adult, thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole, Chief Online. Did you put a male exotic dancer in your cargo? I did not. I don't have a tradition like that. I should probably put like a war clone in there though, right? Darn it. Do I have anything good? Nope. Not, I don't really have anything. Oh, here, hold on. Does my collection have anything? Killing Technology, thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole, Chief Online. Oh, what? Why is this? Why am I getting a phone call right now? Gosh darn it. I apologize for that. And it also means I'm probably going to have to hop off in about 45 minutes, but let's go ahead and see. I recently just started playing EVE Online. Welcome. Welcome. If you have any questions or need any help, feel free to ask, reach out, whatever. All right. Let's go ahead and... Did I grab the filaments? Do I have everything? Combat checklist. Nope. Divana. Did I not buy it? Oh, for fuck's sake. I can get Divana's when I get there. I'm going to set this as my home station for now. So in case I get potted, I just pop right back here. All right, let's get out of here. My friend who has been playing longer than me has been teaching me how to play. Awesome. What have you been getting into? That's a lot of ships.
Warp drive active.
There's a car alarm going off, so I'm going to not talk so that my noise gate... There, never mind, it's good. God damn it. All right. Yeah, I guess we just go, right? Yeah. Nope. Apparently not. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, in order to use one of these things, you have to be in a fleet. At least the ones with 5. The Divana doesn't actually need you to be in a fleet. And you have to have safety on yellow. Oh, excuse me. All right. Always good to see friends when you jump in. the border system, Convocation Watch, Edencom Scout, Sepet Drone Swarm. This is a great system to go and hunt in. What is a Convocation Watch Point? What is a Convocation Watch Point?
Warp drive active.
Did a heron literally just appear on the same grid as me? That's great. Divana should not require a fleet since it's only a 1, but either way, I don't know. It also doesn't, I don't even think you need to drop fleet. Is this an emerging conduit, but in Pochven? That's basically what it looks like. Yeah, okay. That's actually interesting. And there's 2 of them in this system. And then there's also the Insepet Drone Swarm, which is not the new site, but that's the rogue drone equivalent of this site. That's one of the sites that I never get to find when I'm coming in here to try to fight things. So that's one of the ones I'm looking for. So either way, we're going to keep on going. Go to Senda.
Warp drive active.
Now, the most dangerous time for me is going to be when I jump through. Because if it's being gate camped by players or drifters, it can go very poorly for me. Yes, it is very typical that you find exactly what you're not looking for. Oh good, there's a Stratios. Gate camping this side. Something tells me this is going to be kind of a short trip. Oh, this is into the incursion. Wowie. Well, tried to avoid Cry Velez. Failed to. Nation Commander Strongholds.
Warp drive active.
All right. Make myself a safe. No problem, Tech. It's all good. Short and sweet, much like most frigate adventures. In and out, 20 minutes. Torpid Sleeper Hive. Nope. That means that there's a drifter wormhole here. Honestly, it being an incursion means that there's less likelihood that there's gate guards, I guess. Although, so there's 3 cosmic signatures. Let's see what's going on in this system. Combat scanner probes. On second thought, let's keep on moving. I don't think we're going to get very much information today. Something tells me this is going to be an example of how things can go poorly in Pochven. We'll see.
Warp drive active.
Incursion penalties are 100% effective. Sancha's been able to run this entire incursion. I wonder if that's going to have ramifications. Is there a world news today? I never actually checked that. Nope. Any less overwhelmed civilian facilities? What are those? What is an overwhelmed civilian facility? Is that a incursion thing?
Warp drive active.
Okay, so that's a lot of icky turses. What are they doing, I wonder? Holy crap.
Warp drive active.
What could they be doing? I don't know. Running flashpoints. But do you think that they just wrapped one up? Maybe they're just moving through? Overwhelmed civilian facility. What? Hold on. Ask them in local? They've either de-spiked local or I'm out of D-scan range at the very least. Does anybody know what an overwhelmed civilian facility is? It's Sanchez. Okay, that's the Sanchez Nation thing. Yeah, that's an incursion site. Got it. Okay, cool. It's just like it's come across. It's showing up right now with everything else going on. It's like it's hard to tell the difference. Okay. When Ernest was running them earlier, the site was a beacon just called Beacon. That feels like it is a bug. That feels like it's supposed to be scanned down and it just couldn't, or it didn't need to be. I think that I wonder if the invasion is interfering. I don't know. Where are you gonna scan? Oh, wait, no. Are you gonna probe scan? Where's my probe scan? B. Why didn't you work earlier? Whatever. You seen just the beacon? I'm just verifying that this is in fact a wormhole. Wait, here's a celestial beacon called Celestial Beacon. So you're saying this one is it? Hi, kitty. Yep, that's the wormhole. Okay, so drone or probes in. First of all, I want to go check out this place first.
Warp drive active.
Haven't gotten to check out the Cryvelis place structure. Whoa. Okay. I didn't realize they put it in its own like whole conduit thing with Jiminy Christmas. That's a very I guess that's a much larger structure than I expected. Sobor Coalescence. Yeah, so this is the where they broadcast the Nafka's orders basically to their subservient rogue drones. That's really cool. Okay, let's go ahead and check out this celestial beacon named Celestial Beacon. We're going to first warp to it at range because, of course, it's going to be trapped.
Warp drive active.
Get ready to see your FPS drop. Yeah, well, pretty particle effects. This has to be a bug. The Celestial Beacon being called Celestial Beacon being the actual answer has to be a bug. Okay. There's a Stratios inside. Okay. That's a little bit spooky. I tell you, we just move on. The Damned 69, thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole. She's online. Especially as the day goes on, it's going to be increasingly harder to find one of these sites that isn't being disturbed. But if I could get into the first room at least, I could look around there. But I'm not going to be too silly. Yeah, it's got to be a bug. It says in the thing that you're supposed to scan it, and it's called Celestial Beacon. That's not what it should be called. Tech Crisis, thank you for joining. Or thank you. Have a good one. Why do I have a SIBO? Because I want to be able to target the thing that I need to attack from as far away from as we can. Oh, those are Sancha. Cool.
Warp drive.
I assume the marketplace in Pochven is poor. I honestly am not sure, but you have very easy access to Jita, so, and bringing things in from Jita is not very difficult either. Okay, here's that first room that that he was talking about. There is a dead Zernitra. Hold up. Let's look at what this is. What is that? That is a... Woo! Hold up. That's a hell. So Edencom has been doing some fighting. That's a Waverin. Yeah, so those are carriers. That's a Zernitra. Basically, Edencom and the Trig have been fighting, and now the rogue drones are picking through those pieces for themselves. These guys do not appear to be especially dangerous. Rogue drones appear to be dedicated to salvaging materials and distributing it throughout the drone nurseries. They are, you can see they are moving things to this structure. So rather than just simply orbit or do whatever, one of the things that this site is doing is showing off that they are they're doing something, right? They are moving things. I bet you if we keep watching them, let's see what happens. Let's see what they do. This behavior is well documented within rogue drones. Let's see if they just hang out there, if they keep going somewhere else. Maybe they just hang out there. Maybe they just approach this place. Nope, they are clearly... Yep, they are moving back. I can only presume back to wherever that they are assigned to move things from. This does look like some new AI behavior. And also, just so many rogue drones swarming around. So these are more capitals that are destroyed. And they're building this new hive right here. Okay. Oh, there's a magnate coming. I should probably get going. Gosh darn it, where's the acceleration gate? There it is.
Warp drive active.
Ooh, removing rogue drone entities from the overview. So that's interesting because that swarms. Oh, there's the magnate. Shucks. Oh. Now then, can I get that wreck and salvage it and get out of here before that magnate can do anything about it? The answer is yes!
Warp drive active.
Hey, it worked. Look at that. All right. Now I lose it in the next system over, right? Veil. Oh, Veil's good. Let's get to Veil. Let's hope that Veil's okay.
Drive active.
If I can get to Veil and scan my way out, that'd be amazing. There were enemies to attack, but they were going after the other guy. That feels like it couldn't have gone better. Oh no, there's the mag. Perhaps I've spoken too soon. Oh man. Get out of here before that magnate gets me.
Active.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah, one of these things are going to be a wormhole too. wormholes, wormhole to wormhole space. The other one's going to be maybe another wormhole space. Hard to say. Let's find out. Magnate fight. What was it worth in the can? It said it was estimated 17 million for the component. Interestingly, oh yeah, this is one of those things they can't be salvaged down. Like it doesn't reprocess. What? Why did a bunch of Drekovics show up on my... Oh no! Look! Capsule! That magnate that we just saw didn't make it. So I guess it was a good thing that we got the loot, huh? Yeah, all this stuff is just more layers of or no, where do you even find some of this stuff? I don't know. I think this is some of the stuff that you have to require stuff from like ghost sites or whatever. Well, so the estimated value is kind of I think it's a 20-day rolling average. Or sorry, 1 week rolling average, or like it's basically based on last week's data. So it will say what it was worth last week until next Tuesday. So its price probably just crashed. That's all. Okay. So we're going to see if either of these wormholes are any good. Let's hope the drifters don't blap me.
Active.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, as soon as it became available today, it crashes the price, just like anything else like that. Dangerous unknown. Yeah, not doing this one.
Warp drive active.
I really want to get out through Vale, though. Well, the biggest costs out of cap parts is core temperature regulators, capital core temperature regulators. And those pretty much can't be produced. Okay, good. Wait.
Warp drive active.
Oh, good. For a second there, I thought they were going to get me. And here's my wormhole out. No, the drifters are definitely not all dead. Caps are, freighters are caps. Okay. Oh no, now I have two different sites named Wormhole. I forgot to update my names. Nope, wrong one.
Warp drive active.
And then once we get out of here and get safe, then which out of here should be safe at this point, we will wrap things up. Very cool. And I'm in Galente Highsec. Sweet. So I have been Ashrathi. I've been playing this game since 2010, talking about it since 2012, and I'm here to put Eve into context for you, my fellow Empyreans. Thank you for watching this episode of Eve Universe. We went over all of the stuff in the new quadrant that we have so far. We're going to be getting more information about that soon. It was a great old time. Thanks for all of the new follows and all of the extra things that I definitely missed during the course of this stream. But it has been exciting. I don't know. I don't know how much I'm going to be streaming over the next rest of the week. The goal is that tomorrow I will be doing an interview with with Rick Javix.
Immortal.
Nekonari, thank you for joining us down the rabbit hole, Steve Online. So tomorrow we're going to be talking to Rick Javix about the AT and other stuff like that, and you know what's been going on with him. And then
Warp drive.
my son has Thursday and Friday off school, I believe, again. So I may not be able to stream during that time, but I will definitely get out a video on my YouTube channel about the dev blog that will be coming out then. I also look forward to a new quadrant trailer video. And I want to do a reaction of that. So you'll see that also on my YouTube. But I do appreciate everybody who goes over there and subscribes to my YouTube channel, trying to get that like more of a thing. And so far people really have, and I hope it's been good. Any feedback that people want to give me, I do appreciate it quite a bit.
Warp drive active.
Also, yeah, I mean, if you want to try out Eve Online and you're new, or you have made an account and didn't get a buddy code, you can use my buddy code to make an account with 40 days worth of alpha skill training, so 1 million free SP. You can make multiple characters with that, or multiple accounts rather, and train them into different things to get into stuff. Remember, once again, be very careful about the Abyss. The bug in the Abyss is made certain rooms basically not going to be very viable. Otherwise, this looks like a really exciting quadrant, and I am very excited to continue to explore this with you guys. And I hope everybody sees this as a kind of like, this is all the stuff, all these things that came out today. There's all stuff that we were looking at on Sissy, and I've been talking about for several months. And it shows that it all kind of comes together. So we're going to continue to do what we've been doing and putting Eve into context for all of us, so that way we can raise our overall understanding of the game. With all that said, let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. Hey! I think that's a subscription to my YouTube. I need to work on that one. Ruz, thank you so much for that.
Requested.
I got to figure out what that one was. I think that was a subscription to YouTube. Okay, so find somebody to raid. Anybody want to throw out any advice or suggestions while I go hunt for somebody? Find somebody to raid. Anybody want to throw out? Oh, I dropped in on Hateless earlier. He's still live. We've got Merrimack doing nullsec ESS, Zipando in a fight, Contempo, Adventures of a Dude and a Duck. There's Gamer Girls. I guess I'll just pick somebody. Let's see how Hateless is doing. Hateless actually has been not playing Eve recently, but he's back, and that's awesome. Oh man, he's running around in like a whole bunch of Dominixes. So I don't know what's going on, but it seems pretty clear that he's not about to give up. So we're gonna raid over to him and show him my love. And yeah. Until next time, I'll see you in space.
Bring on the wrecking machine. For every city